Because you couldn't give up control. Because it's all about you and not about her. Which is what you're going to find a lot of the problems are. Me, 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 me. And that's one of the great things about this system. The most important thing about this system is teaching you the most important thing about life. Where you get your greatest rewards from. Helping others. Not the money. They want you to believe it's the money that makes you happy. That's how they get you to buy the hat. It's about helping others. So now my picture is stand still again. And we're going to work on the front end. Leg, shoulder, neck, up and over. The great thing about this game is, the worse you are at it, the better it is for the horse. Because when you do tyrant, i.e. not very proficient at it, the horse has the choice to either do alpha or tyrant. Like right there. She didn't know I was coming. As soon as I put it up there, she's like, going to do tyrant. And she was doing tyrant. Why? Because she didn't stand still. She moved the feet.
Right.
Picture is don't move your feet.
Okay.
Not let me swing the rope. I'm using swinging the rope to work on the feet.
Put the pressure on.
You understand?
Yes.
Give her a rub. Why? Because when she was backing up, I made the noise, she stopped. Instead of moving, she stood still. So the opposite of moving is stand still. From tyrant to alpha. Reward. Now, hand by the eye so I can get to the other side. Disconnect. See the crossover this time? Now I go to the other side. Switch hands. Don't forget to switch hands. Leg, shoulder, neck, up and over. She tells me what the rhythm is. Leg, shoulder, neck, and up and over. There. Good girl. There you go, good girl. Take the bundle, rub it past the eyes. See you're alright. Wait. Wait. And flip it off. Wait. A little give and take. I'm okay with that. Step backwards. And disconnect. Step in. See how she's blocking me?
Yeah. She does that to me, hand grazing.
Hand by the eye. Don't pull her. You're fighting. You want to run into my hand? Go right ahead. Using the eye survival, give her a choice. Using survival as a fulcrum. Using pressure to communicate, not intimidate. Now she pushes into it. Come here, go ahead. How's it working for you? Step. Not bad. Okay. A little bothered when we went around the head, but we'll work on that later on. So now what we're going to work on is leading the horse by the ass. Of course, the question here is the ass. Plug into her chest. Focus on the back end now. This is going to let me know what the head's doing more than likely and hopefully catch her before she bites me in my back. If she wants to go there. Will that happen? Could that happen? Oh, hell yeah. You can imagine it, it can happen. Ropes around the ass, stay at the shoulder, step to my left, ask the left horse to come with me. A little pressure on them. Well done, girl. Good. So basically all I'm doing here, Roger, hope, is basically bringing out the work that you have done. You understand? I'm not necessarily doing anything more than bringing out the work you have done, i.e., and it's not the work you have done, but the pressure created by the work you have done. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so.
In other words, to accomplish any task, she has to be able to deal with the pressure. If she can't deal with the pressure, she's doing tyrant, either overreacting or underreacting. Do you understand? In everything that you've done with her, it's not what you're doing with her, but getting her accustomed to pressure. Patience, timing, field problem solving, without even knowing that you're doing it. What I'm doing here is consciously working on that. And what I've found so far is she's doing pretty good at this level. I'm moving along quite nicely. A lot of horses can't get this far this first time, do you understand? A lot of horses I can only get to the first part. You know, move in direction with the track. I can't do the bridge work. So she's doing very good about that so far. Get the shoulder. Notice she didn't really fight me to get onto this side. Good girl. And step. Pressure. Good. Feel her. She's a little more resistant. So wait for her, don't rush, feel. Talk to her through your pressure. Good, hope. Well done, hope. Good. Hope. Little half halt with the roof. There. Get back to where I'm mounting position. So a lot of this has to do with pressure, mounting position, don't move. So she learns to stand while we mount.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So what I'm doing is, it's like if you're training for something. Let's say you're training for a 26-mile run. You're training to jump 8 jumps. Well, guess what, asshole? If you're training for it, you don't do 8 jumps. You don't run 26 miles. You run 30 miles. You understand? Well, guess what? To get on from here, it takes 2 pounds of pressure. By putting the rope on here and right horse. Right horse. Right horse. There you go. Solve the problem. Do you understand? That's my picture. So what was my picture? Right horse, come back to me. Not left horse. You understand? And I love when she did that. I'm not angry with you. My whole body's just reeking. I'm cool. You understand? Whereas most people be like reeking, fucking. And guess who they're angry with?
Himself.
Yes. But who gets it?
The horse.
They get it. Because they can't admit that they're making a mistake. Because we have been programmed. When you make a mistake, i.e. you don't do the picture, you get hit over the head with a 2x4. You understand? Why? Because if you keep doing that, they perceive that you're going to die. So they use some pressure to intimidate you, to stop you from doing what you're doing, to help you quote-unquote survive. You follow? So once you have graduated, and you're going off now to train someone, well, guess what? When they don't do the picture, it means to say that you're making a mistake, correct? So guess what? How do you hit yourself over the head with a 2x4? What is your 2x4? Something I care for. And by hurting something I care for, that's what I use as my 2x4.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Under the heading that you're helping them. But it's not a conscious thing. You use them to correct yourself. And you don't even know that you're doing it half the damn time. That's the beauty of learning how to ride a bicycle. Once you've learned it, it goes in the subconscious. You don't have to practice anymore. It's wired. Your mind is wired. So what I'm saying to you is when the negative pole goes up, that's good. The thing is this. How are you wired? That's where the problem comes in. How is the computer programmed? The computer is only going to respond to the way it's programmed. What's dangerous these days is this. That negative positive pole, the video games now are desensitizing that too.
Huh.
Because when your negative pole goes up, which says whatever's happening, blood and guts, is not good. Now, when your negative pole goes up, it's good. You get points. You win the game. You follow? You're desensitizing. I.e., therefore, you won't know how to find peace of mind anymore when they get that out of the system. And now they really got you buying all the stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? Because once you've learned that, you need that fixed endorphin kick. Then you buy the other game. That's why, notice when you get to the goal, I was having a hard time. You ever got to one of those where you had a hard time and you finally get it? And you feel good? And you perceive because you accomplished the goal? The reason why you feel good is this. At that moment, you saw your self-worth. They don't want you to know that. Not only that, but did you feel the endorphin kick?
Oh, yeah.
And that's it. And to get that endorphin kick, which is natural, that's why you feel so good, you create another big picture. But it's not the big picture you're after, because to get to that big picture, it's going to be, you have to be more proficient in your tools, which you're not very proficient, so it means to say that you have to get more proficient. And in getting more proficient at those tools to get to the goal, your pressure threshold goes up also at the same time. And it's going to be really difficult to finally get it. But you know if you just keep practicing one of those tools, because you're now consciously doing it, a little bit more patience, a little bit more timing, a little bit more, and then finally you get it, endorphin kick. And there's life. And that's what it's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
And the byproduct is the goal. So now you're going off, I'm going to help this person survive. I'm going to help that person survive. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you get your fix. So don't move. So good. Now we found something to work on.
On the left side, too.
That's the head going around the head.
She just gave you the right horse.
But notice when I did leg, shoulder, neck, up and over. Notice how she flinched with the head?
Yeah.
Okay. She's having a problem with the head. A little bit on her right side and her head. If you can get the head, you're definitely going to get the body. Not just mentally, but physically. You understand? That's one of her big issues. So what I'm going to do for her is break it down a little bit for her. And what I have to do is make a halter for her right now, using the rope. So this is all good stuff. Because trust me, you riding the horse with a head like that,
Gonna be a problem.
you think? Do you understand? If anything comes around that head, and there wasn't much pressure I put on, she's gone. Eyes, nose, mouth. Like I said, she's going through the steps, not really knowing what she's doing, just trusting. And you're thinking, ooh, everything is cool. Rightfully so, because she's doing it. But damn, it's a time bomb, literally waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And that's the nice thing about this work is you get to simulate life situations. Maybe, you know, not to the highest, but damn, you get pretty damn close. So the picture is stand still. Girl. Hey! So which one's worse? Running into the rope like that? What you're feeling? Or what you imagine? Hey! Up! Hey! Hey! Up! Hey! Hey! Up! Hey! Hey! Up! Hey! 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 Look for the switch. Hey! Hey! Up! Hey! Up! Hey! Hey! Up! Hey! 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 Up! Hey! Up! Hey! Up! This comes in really handy also when you tie them to something.